Hello, I'm Jordan and you're not, and this is going to be my review on Fear the Walking Dead Season 4, the premiere. So, I haven't made a video since December. What have I been doing this whole time? Anyway, let's get to the review. So, I'm going to be talking about the Walking Dead Season 8 finale also, other than the Fear the Walking Dead Season 4, the premiere. So, there's going to be some spoilers, so if you don't like spoilers, get out. Okay, so this was the finale of the All-Out War story arc. So, this was a huge epic finale between Rick versus Negan. Baby. Okay, so honestly, the whole war for this episode lasted for like 3 minutes. It's like watching a 3-hour Batman vs. Superman movie and they only fight for like 8 minutes. Okay. But it was still a good episode. You know, it changed a few things from the comics, but you know, at least Negan got his throat slit. And maybe they hinted at the Whisperers. Possibly. I don't know. And I was really worried for Negan because Negan's like totally my boyfriend. Negan. Okay. Alright. So, after the whole All-Out War story arc ends, that's when we get to Morgan's story, who was in the very first episode of The Walking Dead. So, Morgan has never really been that much of an interesting character for me till now-ish. He had his own lone story episode in Season 6 when he was like by himself and he went crazy like in Season 3 because his son died because his wife that he should have killed from Season 1 killed the son that we didn't see. Dwayne Jones. Isn't that Dwayne Jones from Night of the Living Dead, who played Ben? Okay. Alright. So, Morgan learned this Aikido, karate, jujitsu stuff from Eastman, who played Twisty in American Horror Story Freak Show. And he was a cheesemaker. Yeah, for the longest time, I did not like this episode. But to get ready for this Morgan crossover, I decided to go back and rewatch it. And it was a lot better this time around, actually. So, I was very intrigued by this whole episode, this whole crossover premiere. Like, there was some new interesting characters like John Dory, like the fish. And then there was Althea, who's a woman with a SWAT car rigged up, like whenever she pulled a lever, like all these machine guns would go off. It kind of reminded me of Dead Reckoning from Land of the Dead. So, we start off with Morgan in the garbage place, you know, that Jadis was in Season 7, Season 8. So he's decided to shack up there for whatever reason. And then, you know, Jesus comes in and he's like, hey, come back to the kingdom. And Morgan's like, psh, nah. And then Carol comes over and she's like, Morgan, come back to the kingdom. And Morgan's like, psh, nah. And then Rick himself shows up and he's like, Morgan, come back to Alexandria. And Morgan's like, psh, nah. So he just pretty much blows off all his friends that he's known since, like, well, he's known Rick since Season 1, and he's known Carol since Season 6, and Jesus in Season 6. And so he runs away. Like a little bitch. And, he runs, and he walks, and he gets a car, and then he runs some more, then he walks a little bit more, and then he runs some more, then he gets another car, then he takes a rest, then he meets some guy in a car who doesn't want his help, so then he walks a little more, and then he runs into John, and I was very interested in this new character named John. John's he's like the gunslinger, like almost like from the Dark Tower, almost. I mean, I wouldn't know, I never really read that book all the way through yet, which I'm working on it. And he's like a cool cowboy, like a suave-looking cowboy who's like knows how to do his gun, like Buford Tannen from Back to the Future 3 or something. And I really like his character. I think it'll be interesting to see how that Morgan's new friendship with John plays out. Then they meet Althea, who is a journalist who likes to film people, get their story. She just wants to know what their story is. So she interviews John, and Morgan finally, reluctantly, agrees to do the interview on the video camera. And he's like, I lose people and I lose myself. So, yeah, season 6, he went from he was like this peaceful kung fu master, and then he goes to serial killer, killing everyone, and now he's trying to go back to what he was in season 6. Thanks to Jesus telling him to use the one side of his stick for walkers, or zombies, and the other side for just hitting people, just to knock them out, not actually killing humans. And then toward the very end, okay, spoilers. Actually, they run into another group, or kind of these people that try to, they hold them at gunpoint, and that's when Althea was able to use her SWAT truck to kind of machine gun all those crackers down. And so Althea was okay. She's a journalist and she has the SWAT truck, but she's not as interesting as John yet. Maybe she'll grow on me. And apparently there's supposed to be a new character named Naomi also. We'll see how she is. Then, toward the end, we finally get to Alicia, Nick, Luciana, and Strand from the actual Fear the Walking Dead show. This whole first episode, it felt like a completely different show than what they've shown in the last 3 seasons. Season 1 of Fear the Walking Dead was a slow burner. It was like Quentin Tarantino directed it. You want to just, you start it and you want to just fall asleep. If you played Inglourious Basterds, emphasis on turd, it's like a 3-4 hour movie, just whatever, you kind of get sleepy and shit. That was Fear the Walking Dead Season 1 in a nutshell. But then Season 2 got good. Season 3 got better. Now Season 4 is going to be awesome, because it has Morgan. And it's going to be interesting now. I don't know if they're going to see how Morgan gets along with these, the Fear the Walking Dead crew and these new people. So it might even be, this season might be the best Fear the Walking Dead season yet. And I would give this episode at least an A for right now. For really intriguing me, for really giving me these interesting characters, and to see where it goes next for this season, and to see what Madison will be up to. We haven't seen Madison yet. It's like Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. It's you get all these new interesting characters, and then the very last second, for 5 seconds, you see Luke Skywalker, and he doesn't say nothing. He's just there, and then it just ends right till you get to The Last Jedi, which everybody loved that movie, by the way. Okay, well, I guess this concludes my Fear the Walking Dead Season 4 premiere review. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up. Talk to me in the comments. Tell me if you liked it. Tell me if you hated it. And if you did, you suck. So, I just want to look at my man, my boy toy. Isn't he beautiful? Just look at him, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Oh, and I saw Rampage last night, and that had him in it too, and he was just like Negan. My baby.